Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. Hi, my name is Priyanka aka The Creepy Rainbow, and to those who are new to this space, thank you so much for stopping by. But before you leave, you make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as the bell icon so that you get a notification whenever I upload. So I'm back with a brand new video, and for today's video I'm really excited because I'm going to talk about a brand new launch. I think you have guessed it right. Yes, I'm going to talk about the K Beauty foundation. Now before even I start the video, I want to just give you a disclaimer that this is not going to be a full-fledged review video where I'm going to talk about like how it wears out throughout the day. Obviously you know that due to COVID situation I'm not even going out and I'm doing work from home, so yeah, that is there. But today I'm going to do like a first impression kind of video. So yeah, and if you want to see what I create and how I create, then keep watching. So as I just mentioned that this is a brand new launch from K Beauty, I was really excited about this launch. Now, K Beauty is not a drugstore brand, neither it is a high-end brand. It kind of lies in between that. All the products like starts from 600 and goes to 1200 rupees. Yes, today is Sunday and I think they launch it on Friday. I'm not really sure when I'll be able to upload this video, but I will try my level best to upload this video tomorrow, like Monday. I have used their mascara, which by the way I have featured in my previous video where I have talked about my favorite drugstore mascaras. If you want to watch that, I will link it up here. Yeah, so back to the K Beauty mascara. I absolutely love that product. It's a great product. I have used their one eyeshadow stick, but in my personal opinion, I feel that eyeshadow stick is kind of an unnecessary product. Now please guys, don't get me wrong, I personally have like many eyeshadow palettes. Maybe because of that I felt that way, but if someone is like always on the go and they don't really splurge so much on so many eyeshadow palettes and they want like a capsule makeup kit, then I think those kind of eyeshadow sticks works really well for those people. Okay. And one more thing I would like to mention, that K Beauty has recently launched their setting powder too. So I follow a very famous makeup artist on Instagram. His name is Mudit Arora. In case you want to learn some makeup tricks and tips, you should follow him. He is like a Google Baba of makeup. Okay. And he actually recommended that their setting powder, the loose setting powder, is really good. So I am eyeing for that. I will be buying that for sure, and I will update you about that as well. Anyway, enough blabbering, let's just get right into the video. So in today's video, as I just mentioned, I am going to talk about this new product from K Beauty. This is the outer packaging. The box, it comes like a cardboard box with the typical K Beauty logo and K Beauty packaging. I really like K Beauty packaging. They look very classy and kind of minimalistic. So now this is how the foundation bottle looks. By the way, one thing I would like to say, that these guys have came up with 40 shades, which is commendable, being an Indian drugstore brand, which is really good. So I'm very happy for my brown skin beauties that they have like good options. So everybody knows this one retails for 1200 bucks and it contains 30 grams of product. Now this one doesn't really come with any SPF. That is something that I wanted to mention. One thing I was really skeptical about it when I was seeing all the teaser posts and the stories and all the facts like K Beauty was posting on their Instagram page, that everywhere it was mentioned that is a hydrating formula and it is going to give you a dewy finish. Given the situation of my skin and the current weather in Mumbai, already the summers has started and my skin is also like rapidly changing. Like last month was my skin on the drier side, but when it's like peak summers, my skin becomes very oily. So I was very skeptical to buy this one, but I wanted to buy a new foundation because due to this whole pandemic and lockdown situation, I'm not really going out and getting like too much sun exposure since last 1 year. So my skin has actually become lighter, so all my previous foundation shades has become darker. So I desperately needed a new foundation shade. By the way, I am in the shade I guess 12OY light. Now you have to look out for all these undertones they have mentioned. Like in my case, it is 12OY. Y means I have yellow undertone. Okay, if you go for something which is ending with N, that means it has neutral undertone. If you are going with something that actually ending with P, then and it means pink undertone. So that's how you have to pick up your shades. I did not really purchase it online because the swatch picture they have uploaded online, I'm really sorry, but they did not really do a great job. My Nykaa store is very near from my house, so I actually went there and purchased it. And also I would like to mention that this is not a PR. I spent my own 1200 bucks and bought it. So whatever I'm going to talk about today in this video is going to be completely unbiased and honest. Okay, now let's just start with the application because I think I have talked enough. Okay, so I have already prepped my face, I have washed my face, and I have sprayed some hydrating MAC setting spray like Prep and Prime Fix. I never really remember the name, but it's a very good product. So what I'm going to do is I am actually today, for the sake of this video, I'm going to apply some primer because you guys know who actually are following me from a long time. On me, my skin, I personally don't like applying primer because it doesn't really do much, but just for the sake of this video, because I know there are so many people out there who actually like putting primer before their foundation, so for that only I'll be using a primer today. And for my primer today, I'm going to use this Nykaa Prep Me Up primer. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little drop of primer. This much is even, like, I think I took a little too much. I don't really need this much. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to apply it on my T-zone where I get oily. I am not a very big fan of this primer because it is a silicone based primer, and if I even like go slightly overboard, my foundation tends to slip, which is a pain for me. But people actually have raved about this primer so much, but I don't know what is so great about it. And also, as you can see, I have plenty of acne marks. I'm not going to conceal it with my concealer, which I usually do when I do my base. The reason is I want to test the foundation's coverage quality. Though they have mentioned it provides a sheer coverage, but I just want to test it, like how sheer it is and is it buildable. I'm going to apply this foundation on the one side of my face with my beauty blender and on the other side with a brush. I'm going to do is I am going to take 3 pumps. Oh, it's quite runny, not too thick. That actually says that it is going to provide you a sheer to medium coverage because full coverage foundations are generally very thick. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply it with my fingers. Please, hair, don't irritate me. As I just mentioned, I'm going to blend this with this beauty sponge. This one is from YBP and this is called their Makeup Perfector. So when it comes to the coverage, to be honest guys, I'm not very dissatisfied whatever I'm seeing here, because though they have claimed that it is not going to give you a full coverage, and I have used a makeup sponge, always remember makeup sponge do soaks a little bit of product, still whatever I have got here, I don't mind. I mean, I can see my acne marks, but me as a person, I kind of like this kind of coverage, so I am really intrigued to see what kind of coverage it gives on the other side where I'm going to apply it with brush. Now this is a foundation brush from PAC. This one is their 254 foundation blending brush, and I'm just going to blend my foundation with a buffing motion. My first layer of application is done, and again, I as I just mentioned, I'm not really unhappy or dissatisfied with whatever coverage I have achieved here. I am like really impressed, though the brand has claimed that this foundation is not going to be full coverage. And also I would like to mention one thing, that in total I have used 6 pumps of foundation, which is for my liking is like quite a, still it is not giving me any kind of cakiness or any kind of like powdery finish. I am absolutely loving the way it is sitting on my face. Also, one thing I would like to mention that this foundation, I thought that it is going to be for dry skin beauties, but I'm not really sure if it is going to be perfect for very dry skin. If you want to use it, make sure that you moisturize and prime your skin really well to make this foundation work. Though it is giving a kind of semi matte finish or demi matte finish, whatever you want to call it, it is sitting very comfortably on my face and it's not like too matte. I think if I powder it well, though I'm going to sweat a lot in summers and I have like oily skin, I think I can work this well if I like powder it really nicely. So what I'm going to do is, now I'm just going to put a little bit of extra amount only and only on my problematic areas where I have like dark spots of acne, just to see if that if it can conceal it completely. Okay, now so for that I'm just going to take like one pump will be enough. I'm going to take a small brush and just apply it like a spot conceal it, just to see if it works that way. Okay, can you see, like, I am really impressed with this foundation, guys. It is going to be a good foundation even if you want to wear it on a daily basis. And one thing I would like to test, that if it is mask proof, because that is very important, you know, nowadays especially. You know what I think I should do, that before even setting my face with powder or anything, because after this I'm obviously going to add little bit of powder, and in the end I'm going to finish it with all those setting spray and everything. You guys know I cannot skip my setting spray routine, but before that, wearing this foundation alone, I want to do a mask test, just to see whether it is going to transfer or not. That is going to be, I think, really interesting. Okay, so I got a face mask, and particularly I got this kind of shape because this actually fits me quite snug. So let's see if it actually transfers. Okay, oh, there is like very little amount of foundation on the nose area. There is like quite a lot of transfer, and on the other side also there is little bit of transfer, you know. So the thing is, when you start to sweat, I think this is going to transfer a lot. That's just my opinion. I am going to, as soon as I figure out an occasion where I'm going to be out for at least 4 to 5 hours, and I will be uploading that info on my Insta stories. By the way, guys, if you don't follow me on Instagram, I think this is high time that you should follow me on Instagram. Okay, my Instagram handle is also called The Creepy Rainbow, so just follow me there. Okay, next I'm going to just quickly finish my face with all the jazz, and I'm going to complete this look, and after that I'll be coming back and talk to you, and I'll be sharing what I think about this foundation. Okay, so I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I'm back finishing the rest of my face. For those who are actually wondering what lip color I'm wearing, I am actually wearing Boss from Smashbox. This one is like their Smashbox Mini. Now coming to the final verdict of this foundation. Now I have set my entire face with fixing spray and everything, so this is like my basic routine. Now again I'm going to do a mask test, so let's see what kind of transfer we get. So this is what we got from the last time, right? I'm just going to wear it again. And I'm doing some kind of movement, because when you talk wearing mask, your facial, like cheeks and everything, is going to move a little bit. So now I'm just opening it. To be honest, I can't really see any kind of transfer, like whatever we have got before setting the foundation, that is still there, but I don't really think we have got any new patches of foundation after setting the face properly. But guys, as I just have already mentioned in the beginning of this video, this is not going to be a full-fledged wear test, so I can't really tell you like how it is going to perform throughout the day when you are wearing a mask and you are sweating and you have oily skin. Okay, also I'm going to give you a up close look so that you can actually see how it is sitting on my skin. So when it comes to this foundation, do I recommend it? Yes, because I absolutely loved it, the way it actually applied, the way right now it is sitting on my face. Though I have oily skin, and though this one is like hydrating ones, I think it is going to settle down as a semi and demi matte finish. As I can see right now after applying it on my face, if you have like very dry skin, you can try this foundation out, but I would suggest that you apply moisturizer very nicely before applying it. Now comes to the pricing point, I knew actually this foundation is going to cost somewhere around 1000 to 1200 bucks, and I'm not really surprised guys. Like in 2021, if you want to get a good drugstore foundation, I think this much money you have to shell out. In future, I want to do a full face of K-beauty products, because this foundation actually intrigued me to try other base products they have, and I definitely recommend it to you guys. That was it guys, that was my first impression on K-beauty hydrating foundation, which is enriched with avocado and mango butter, and also I think it contains hyaluronic acid. So yes, if you guys like this video, then don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my channel. I will see you in my next video. Take care, bye bye.